Hello, Coolers. Hello to all the people who are watching us on Barça TV Plus and the social media. Barça are back on action today in just less than half an hour for this second preseason match, this time against Girona, before the Joan Gamper this Saturday. Hello to all the Barça fans and the people who are watching us right now. I want to remind you to all the fans that we're going to have the preview, the game, the post-match, and the best content here on Barça TV Plus. But if you're watching us from any social media, go to Barça TV Plus because we're going to show you the entire game and the best highlights and everything from that match. Today with me, it's Bruno Ballester. Hello, Bruno. How are you?
Hi, good afternoon. Really excited to be here in this studio today to commentate the game, of course, to analyze all the preview and then the post-game analysis. So I think it's going to be a really good one today against Girona. Almost a first division team because they lost against Elche in the final round of the playoff to get promoted to La Liga Santander. So it's going to be a difficult test, probably a little bit more than last Saturday against Nàstic de Tarragona. That was a third division team, a Segunda B team, like they call it here in Spain.
So what do you expect for this game exactly? Like, do you want to see something different compared to the last time, the starting 11 lineup? What do you want to see against Girona?
We don't know yet the lineups, but I expect Ronald Koeman probably to follow the same plan with different players in first and second half, and of course it's going to be, I mean, the rival Girona is a tougher rival, so this of course is going to also change things, I think, but I think the style, well, Koeman said it also in the post-match interview against Nàstic, that he's going to play with these two defensive midfielders always, at least at the beginning, and this is Koeman's plan. And I think we're going to see similar things in the system, and also the pressing up front, of course, with a lot of importance for both fullbacks. And I mean, we will see the 11 players starting, but I don't expect so many changes in the lineup or in the plan.
Well, actually, you're talking about this, and the headline after that game was that Koeman is changing the formation with Barça. We're not playing a 4-3-3 anymore. We're playing something else.
Yes, we have here live images from the warm-up now with Barcelona, and actually here we have the confirmed lineup for the Blaugranas with Neto in goal, Sergi Roberto, Piqué and Araujo forming the back four. As you were saying, this new system with Ronald Koeman with two defensive midfielders, Sergio and De Jong, then with Coutinho playing as an attacking midfielder, and up front Trincão, Griezmann and Leo Messi. So few changes here because Trincão is starting instead of Dembélé in the right wing. Coutinho is replacing Pedri as an attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
De Jong is replacing Carlos Alañá in this partnership in the defensive midfielder, and also Araujo replacing Clément Lenglet as a centre-back. So these are the changes of Ronald Koeman for this second test of the preseason.
I think he's doing like a mix, right? He's combining like two different lineups from the first half, the second half. Now we're seeing where you're saying Araujo, who played in the second half, now is next to Piqué. Then we have De Jong, Trincão, Coutinho, the people who were playing in the second half. So probably Koeman wants to test them, like all the different type of styles and the new people, because let's remind that Coutinho was on loan and then Trincão is new on the team. So probably he wants to try specific positions and people.
Yeah, I think he's combining a little bit experienced players with new signings, because the other day,
exactly.
Pedri played in the first half, and then Trincão played in the second half. So today Trincão in the starting lineup. I don't think that play the first half or the second half changes so much, but probably also can be a clue, no? To say Trincão played a really good second half. He was an important player, and I don't know, the starting 11 for him today can also be some clues of Ronald Koeman, but at the same time, I don't think it's really important because also Dembélé scored a goal, so also he played well. I don't think that he's playing instead of Dembélé because Dembélé played badly or something like this. It's just testing.
Exactly. He's just trying to see a good lineup for, let's remember, like next week we're going to play against Villarreal. We don't know yet the date exactly. We know for sure that we're going to bring that game on Match Center in Barça Live here on Barça TV Plus, and of course on YouTube for the preview. with Georgina and everything. But, well, it's next week. First, we have the Joan Gamper this Saturday.
Exactly. I was gonna tell you, Joan Gamper on Saturday against Elche, also live here exclusively on Barça TV Plus. And well, there is a curious stat because Elche actually is the team that get promoted to the top flight, to the first division, and Girona lost against Elche in the final round of the playoffs. So the two rivals that ended fighting for this spot in the first division, they are going to be the last rivals of FC Barcelona in this preseason.
Exactly. We're going to test in him this time, this Saturday. So let's talk about the headlines after that game against Gimnàstic de Tarragona. That we're talking about the guy who is in the starting lineup today. It's Trincão, because I saw many different headlines in the media in Catalonia, in Spain. They were talking about his game, how great he is with the dribble, the confidence on the pitch, the really good understanding with Semedo on the right line. What do you think about Trincão's game?
Special weeks for him, for Trincão, because he debuted with the Portuguese national team last week. He debuted for Barça. It was in a friendly, but he debuted the other day also for Barça. So he's, of course, experiencing new things. And for him, it's a big step in his career to play for FC Barcelona. And he demonstrated the other day, the thing I like the most is that he's not scared. He was trying to dribble, to shoot, to have this protagonism, and I like it. I like to see a young player with this energy, with this talent, and I think we all, well, yeah, you were talking about the press, and we all agree that he played fantastic 45 minutes. It's a pity that we just can't see the players theoretically 45 minutes, because it's not time enough, of course, to have and take final conclusions.
Exactly.
But I think that Trincão was one of the players, of course, that shined the other day, and it's going to be the first time for him playing alongside Leo Messi.
And he's 20 years old. He just arrived here, and if you see his confidence playing, as you say, well, today he's going to see the key players, let's say, because they're the ones that usually play from the starting lineup: Griezmann, Messi, Piqué, Alba. So, do you think that's more pressure for him?
No, I think he will enjoy to have this chance to play with Messi, to play with Griezmann, and the other day he showed this confidence. He showed that he's brave. And I don't think he's going to feel this pressure, because in the end, these players, of course, it's not the same, but they have been playing with a lot of pressure in youth categories for the teams, and always there's a pressure. He was playing for Braga in the Portuguese league, so he's not coming from a small league. So I don't expect him to be nervous, and I think he will enjoy, and it will be, of course, a good chance for him and for Ronald Koeman, of course, to take some conclusions and see who will start in the first lineup against Villarreal, because this debut in La Liga is getting closer. Ansu Fati, he's still out injured, so of course Messi and Griezmann, it seems that they will start in the big clash against Villarreal. Let's see who is the third player playing up front, because there are plenty of possibilities. Of course, Ansu Fati, Trincão, Dembélé. So we will see which decisions takes Ronald Koeman.
And now that we're seeing him like warming up, the novelty today, let's say, it's Araujo in the starting lineup too. Really good game from Araujo against Gimnàstic, let's say, because actually in the second half they didn't concede any goal. He did a really great job next to Cuenca. And I want to know your opinion, because I know you know a lot about Barça B players. And what do you think about Araujo?
He was the leader of the defense last game against Gimnàstic in the second half, because he was playing alongside Cuenca. And of course, it was a big test for him to show that he's a top defense. He showed it also in the last La Liga games that he played. He was an important player for Quique Setién. He actually, Setién decided to keep him in the squad for the Champions League and not travel with the B team for the playoff. In the end, for the second round, he went to help the B team. But this is to show the importance that Setién gave him in the final part of the season. Of course, he was the fourth centre-back because Umtiti was out injured. And I think Koeman, this starting today for Araujo is a good way probably to say he deserves a place in the squad because he's playing really well, and to test if he can also be with Gerard Piqué playing in centre-back. And today's Girona will be a good test because he probably will have to defend top-class players. And let's see, because it's a new partnership, Piqué Araujo, and we will see.
Well, and face Estadi, Uruguayan player too, so he needs to control that.
Exactly, of course, it can be a special game for him. We don't have yet both lineups confirmed, so we don't know if he will defend Estadi or not, depending, of course, if Estadi starts.
But we expect to see him.
Yeah, and of course, Estadi is the big star of this Girona. Well, of course, transfer market still is open, and it's strange to see a top-class player like Estadi playing in the second division, but we don't know if he's going to move or not. And of course, it can be a special game for the Uruguayans.
Okay, now Bruno, before we keep going with this, we can hear from Alfred Schreuder, the assistant manager, who responds to our colleague Marc Brau.
Tim.
No, yeah, we saw the last game, especially in the first 20 minutes from the game. There was a lot of intensity, I think, and the boys did very well. And also the second half, I think also the intensity was very high. They were very aggressive in also that team. Today we hope to see a new step in that, but we also have a little bit focused. We also trained this morning for the build-up. We try, if that's possible, that we see some things about that.
The plan for the last game, it was 45 minutes for each player, two different teams for each half. I don't know if for today you have the same plan or you would make some variety.
Yeah, maybe it's a little bit variation in that, but we will see. In the end, we try to get everybody on the same level. So if some players are not able to or not get the chance to play like 45 minutes, they have to do some extra after the game.
And the third question is that is the first week that you have two games. Does it change something in the preparation because it's only 10 days to go to the first game of the league?
Yeah, of course, if you have 3 games in a week, you have to be a little bit aware of the trainings. But I think we're still in the pre-season, and the players look very fit. So maybe tomorrow we don't train maybe so intensive, but Friday we will have a normal training again, and then Saturday a new game.
Thank you and good luck.
Okay, gracias.
Las palabras de Alfred.
Yeah, Marc Brau speak to our assistant manager. Alfred,
I like this final headline, of course. Lots of games for the La Liga preparation. It has been an intense calendar after the holidays, these pre-season games, and then La Liga will start Saturday or Sunday.
A really weird schedule, yeah, because we don't know yet, but what we know for sure is we're going to have that game on Barça live, so people can watch us. And yeah, it's against Villarreal.
Exactly, but I think they have the schedule has been a good one, no? Starting with a low-profile team from Segunda B like Nastic, then Girona, and ending with a first division team like Elche. I mean, if we compare, for example, to Real Madrid, they start the league this weekend, and they have just played one friendly against Getafe.
Which is not enough.
In Valdebebas.
Yeah, you want to try.
I think it's a good preparation to have some games, and of course you have to manage minutes, but more or less players will play maximum 45 minutes. So I think it's good for them to get this rhythm and combining games with training sessions.
Yeah, I think now we're going to have these images of the warming up, and I want to talk with the people we're seeing here. And I want to ask you about Coutinho, because he's back after, let's say, a great season with Bayern Munich, in which he scored, I have the current here, but he scored goals. He was really a key player for them in some part of the season. He suffered an injury on April, and he was out for some days. But against Bayern, he played 38 games, 11 goals, and 9 assists. What do you think about having Coutinho back? And it seems like actually Koeman is thinking about him to stay in the first team.
Yeah, in the end, he won the Champions League with Bayern Munich. He was a rotation player for the team from Germany. But yeah, 38 games are quite a lot. And he was an important player for Bayern Munich. Of course, in the end, he was on loan, and the German team decided not to sign him because of the money. It was a really big signing, Coutinho. And
because he's a great player.
Exactly,
we're lucky to have him.
And the other day, of course, he scored a penalty against Nastic, first goal of this preseason. and the role was as a leader of the team in the second half.
I feel the same. And I think actually with Frankie de Jong, it was a really good understanding there with Ricky Puig, Frankie. But I saw like Coutinho was really comfortable doing like the forward and keeping this pressure and going up front to have the chances and to create it.
And the most important thing, I think, is the commitment that he has showed coming back early from his holidays. And yeah, the attitude of Coutinho, he wants to have a successful season here in Barcelona after some difficult first years here. And we can see, I think, in his face this attitude and that he wants, of course, to make a good impact here. And today, starting lineup, also with play with Messi, Griezmann. So it's going to be interesting to see again Messi, Griezmann. It's going to be a first time Coutinho playing with Griezmann.
Exactly, next to them. Exactly, you're right.
So it's interesting. It's interesting, the lineup, and we will see new things, I think, today.
And let's talk about someone we presented yesterday, our new player, a midfield.
Miralem Pjanic.
Exactly.
Miralem Pjanic. I think we are really excited with Pjanic. He arrived yesterday to Barcelona. He was presented, and the way how he talked to the media, that he likes Barca style, this DNA, and when he was coming with Juventus to play to the Camp Nou, it was like a dream for him, and now yesterday he said, and be part of this squad, it's going to be a big pressure, but he was of course really proud, and this is a top class signing. He's going to be a really important player. He has the experience, he has the football, he has the talent. Unfortunately, we cannot see him today in the squad list because he was following the La Liga protocol and he was training in an individual session yet. But tomorrow he will be part of the squad
of the group,
in the training sessions. So we expect that on Saturday in the Camp Nou. Don't forget that the game of Saturday will be in the Camp Nou, and today we are playing in the Johan Cruyff Stadium. It's the stadium really close to the Ciutat Esportiva, to the training ground of Barcelona.
Yes.
And we expect, of course, to see the first minutes of Miralem Pjanic on Saturday in the Camp Nou against Elche. So, final exercises of this warm-up. Leo Messi also going to the locker room. Leo Messi that will try another season to score more than 20 goals and give more than 20 assists.
Which is
These
amazing.
are massive stats.
And
he has scored 4 goals against Girona in his career, so of course he knows what it means to play and to score against Girona. And also Philippe Coutinho, he scored against Girona in the 17-18 season, so he also knows what it means to score against the Catalan side. It will be interesting, of course, for
now,
the players.
Yeah, now that you're saying this, actually at the Joan Gamper, we're going to have a special presentation as every year. Even this time, because of the COVID measures, we're not able to open the doors and let the fans be there to support the team and be part of that great day, because it's not just the Joan Gamper, which is a tradition. It's about presenting the new squad for the 2021-21 season. So we're going to see Pjanic, we're going to see all the players who are going to present these colors. And what do you expect for them, for the new signings, for Pedri, for Trincão, for Pjanic?
We saw the other day Pedri and Trincão playing great games, so I think we are quite excited with these 2 signings. Miralem Pjanic is this 3rd signing, is a top-class player, so I think we don't have doubts that he will adapt quickly and that he will be an important player. And then we have Coutinho and Dembélé that are quite new signings, no? Because Dembélé, he just played 5 games last season, so he was almost out injured, and Coutinho comes back from Bayern Munich. It's a pity, of course, Joan Gamper Trophy, historic day for the club and for Barca fans. There is always a big party, opening doors really early with activities for kids. Of course, unfortunately, this year we're not going to be able to see this party outside the training, outside the stadium. But of course, we will enjoy, I think, a good game against Elche inside.
And you said it before, we're going to have that game here on Barca TV Plus. You're going to watch it entire. We're going to have Georgina at Camp Nou, who's going to do all the special warm-up, and is going to be there to present all the players to be ready to hear what they're going to say or what they're going to prepare for this special day. for Barça.
And today, remember to register on Barça TV Plus quickly because the game will start in a few minutes. It's really easy and fast, but do it now because at 7 o'clock Central European Time starts this second friendly of the Koeman era against Girona.
Exactly. Now, if you like, Bruno, let's talk to our colleague Marc Brau, who is at Johan Cruyff Stadium for this match against Girona. Hello, Marc.
Hello, Mae. Hello, Bruno. How are you? Well, I have to say that it's a great atmosphere to play a good football game, but we prefer the fans inside the stadium. It's the same that we talked in the last Saturday, the match against Nàstic de Tarragona. Only press, only the players is here in Johan Cruyff Stadium. I have to say that it's a little bit warm today, more warm than in the last game against Nàstic de Tarragona. And we know that Alfred Schreuder talked that maybe it could be some changes in the lineups in the second half. Maybe not the same plan as they follow in the last game against Nàstic, but we hope that we will see a great game here. And I'm very glad to be with you and to talk about some stats for the game for this afternoon.
I want to ask you, Marc, what do you think about this starting lineup with Trincão next to Messi, Coutinho back again? What do you think about this?
I think that we have a question. We have a question in this beginning because we don't know what will be the tactical for this game. In the last game, Koeman put two midfielders. In the first half, it played Sergio Busquets and Aleñá. In the second half, Frenkie de Jong and Riqui Puig were the players who were in that position. We don't know if the tactic would be 4-2-3-1 or it could be three midfielders with Coutinho in the midfield. Maybe I think is the question that every fans could ask. I think in a few minutes we will know the answer for this, but I like this lineup. I prefer these offensive players in the lineup, and Schreuder told us that they want another step as the team showed last Saturday. So I like this lineup, and we hope that also Trincão as Pedri he could play a good game as in the last Saturday.
Yeah, we think the same here. And we want to ask you, Marc, what is the special stat today? What's something you want to bring to us and let us know to all the fans who are watching us?
It's a stat that, as we always do with Georgina in the warm-up, it's also a question for you. But you know that the opponent for today is Girona, that is in the second division. And there are two Barça players who scored special goals against Girona. Do you know what the players and why they are special, this goal against Girona?
I will guess Coutinho because I had the stat and we said it in the warm-up that he scored a goal in Girona in the 17-18 season. But I mean, I'm not really sure about the second one.
I have my doubts, Marc. I'm
not
thinking now,
player,
but I'm
man.
not quite sure. I think probably a defender.
Yeah, and he played in the right wing. Yeah,
Portuguese?
it's a key. Portuguese, yeah.
Oh, Semedo.
International.
Yeah, Semedo.
It's Nelson Semedo, yeah. Semedo, who scored his first goal with Barça. It was in 2018. No, it was in 2019. In his second season here in Barcelona, he scored a goal in Montilivi, the first of that game. Barça won that game 0-2. It was the last game between Girona and Barça because then Girona went to the second division. But Semedo and Coutinho scored special goals against Girona. Maybe it could be also a special day for Trincão. Portuguese, Semedo scored his first goal against Girona. Maybe Trincão could score his first goal also against its Catalan club.
And can I ask you the last question, Marc? What do you think about that connection between Semedo and Trincão and the right line with that game, the last time against Nàstic?
It's a great connection. It's a great connection. We have to say that in the last week they were with the national team in Portugal. They don't play together because Semedo played a few minutes. Trincão, for the moment, is not done. He didn't make his debut with the national team. But I think that maybe the language is quite important for play together. But the language is the language of football, and it's very important for Trincão to show what he is. We talked with him in the last game against Nàstic, and he told us that Ronald Koeman told him, you have to do what you know to do. So maybe in this game, Trincão could grow up a little bit, could go another step forward to become a great player for Barça.
Thank you very much, Mark, for your information. And now we are close to the kickoff of this game. We're going to remind really quickly. We start with FC Barcelona's lineup today. The 11 players selected by Ronald Koeman, with Neto in goal, Roberto, Piqué, Araujo and Jordi Alba forming the back four. Two defensive midfielders, Sergio and De Jong, Coutinho playing as attacking midfielder, and up front, Trincão playing for the first time with Griezmann and Leo Messi. And we also have Girona's lineup. No Estadi in the squad list, so that's the big surprise. So we don't enjoy the level of Estadi today. With Juan Carlos in goal, Calavera, Alcalá, Bernardo and Mojica forming the back four. Gumbau, former Barça player, Kebe, Valeri, Jairo and Samu in midfield, and up front, Adrià.
Exactly, Bruno. We already know this. I know for sure that Stuani is going to be there in the second half. We hope so to see that.
No, he's not in the squad list. Probably
not in
he's
the
still in
squad?
holiday, or yeah, so he's not
okay.
in the squad
Okay, no,
list.
we're not able to see. Oh, look who is this. It's Pjanic, who's ready to be part of the squad officially, next to Messi and all of them.
It seems it's Ansu Fati also. Yeah,
Yeah,
here we have
Ansu.
Ansu.
There is
He also
Ansu.
was in the stands the other day enjoying the Nastic de Tarragona game, and also, of course, keeping this social distance. He's there.
Yeah. We can expect to see him again on the pitch and see how it goes with Pedri, Trincão, Coutinho,
Yeah.
to see the new fresh.
Let's see if he is ready for Saturday, because yeah, he felt some problems in a training session. And of course, I think it will be great for him to have a test before the start of La Liga. But Ansu Fati, after an amazing week with the Spanish national team, becoming the youngest Spanish player ever scoring a goal, well, of course, we are also excited to see Ansu here. And there you have, of course, both teams almost ready for this friendly.
Yeah, it's time to go to Duncan, who is there to comment all this game for all you guys that are watching us on Barça TV Plus. And we're talking now during the game.
Yeah, all yours, Duncan Bishop.
Barca's second pre-season friendly of 2020-2021 is another Catalan.
Está rosa esta.